Hi, my name's Dustin Brown. I've lost 285 pounds, and I want to explain to you why every number in weight loss is imaginary. All of them. The calories that your body needs, how much you're eating, what the calorie says on the label, how much fat you've lost according to the scale. All of those things are completely and entirely inaccurate. They're best guesses at best. People vary so much. Their metabolic needs, their muscle mass, their bone mass, gender, height, age, all of these things are factors, lifestyle, genetics. There's so many factors that to try to find out exactly what you need to eat and exactly what you are eating is impossible. It's not possible. And so people are chasing these results on the scale every day, every week, and the scale is giving you back all kinds of different numbers because it's completely inaccurate as far as body fat loss. It measures your entire body, and there's so many more things in your body than fat. And things change a lot more than fat on a weekly basis. So you're throwing everything at the wall and you don't know what's sticking. So here's my advice to you. If you've been in a plateau or if you've been at a higher weight for a long time, the best thing you can do to get the most accurate information that you can use for yourself is to track exactly what you've been eating to stay there, to get a good idea of what those calories are that you've been eating to be where you are. And then all you simply have to do is reduce that by 300 to 500 calories per day. Now, most people are gonna be like, okay, well, let's just cut out a meal. Don't do that. Don't do that. I hate when I see people do that because you don't want to cut out that meal. You've been eating that meal every single day consistently because you want that meal. You feel like you need that meal. So why cut it out? Why do that to yourself when it's going to be missing and it's going to be hard? My goal is, since this is going to be a forever lifestyle thing, is to always think of it as like, what is acceptable? What's going to be good for me? So what I do in situations like this, if I need to cut my calories, is I look at everything I eat and I start looking at what can I cut little. So for an example of that, I used to put 3.2 ounces of cheese on my pizza when I made a pizza, right? So instead of putting 3.2, I went down to 2.8. I know it seems weird, but it saved me 50 calories and I didn't notice. And then I found other things like that. You know, if you use like 2 cups of something, use 1.5. You know, if you use 2 pieces of cheese for something, use 1. And if you use lower calorie options of the things, eat the same volume. Eat the same volume, that's the trick, with lower calories, higher protein, more nutritional foods. And when you do that, the weight will come off without you having to track every calorie, without you having to weigh yourself all the time, without you trying to do all of this complicated math that is never going to work because all of the numbers are imaginary. So it's best to focus on the process. That's why I say don't focus on the results, focus on the effort, focus on the process. Because if you start looking at what you're doing and try to make little changes into your diet that are better and sustainable and you keep doing them, then basically you're going to have a weight that you're at now, and then you're going to start doing these things. Weigh yourself in a month, weigh yourself in a month and a half, and now you're going to have probably a new weight because you're eating less. And then you rinse and repeat, just keep on working, keep on making those small changes, small sustainable changes. When you have a long way to go, I really think it's better to take it small. And that's where patience really comes in and really shines, is if you can have the patience to really sit down and take a measured approach instead of trying to just change everything overnight and throwing things at the wall, but a measured, reasonable, and calm approach. You will find the results that you're looking for, but not as fast as you wanted them, because getting them fast and then losing them is pointless. And I know that very well, very well. It's actually more than pointless, it's torture. So if I can keep anyone from going down that path, I would like to do that, because it is literal torture. I've never felt more shame than when I regained the weight. I never felt more shame than when I had to sit in the cart at Walmart after having stood on top of the mountain for, and I proclaimed it on social media in 2009, I've beaten this, and, I'll never be overweight again. My life has changed. I can walk, I can run, I can do all these things I can do. I was there, I felt it, and then it all went away. It all went away. And I had to accept it, and I had to live with it, and it was miserable. It was miserable for years. And so think long-term. Don't try to take shortcuts. The fast way isn't fast. It's not fast. I tried the fast way for 20 years. It's not fast. And then I did the slow way for, 2017, is when I started. I was at 21, about 4 years, and I got to my goal weight. But it's not like, you know, it was a very slow, steady thing. I was probably 10, 15 pounds over my goal weight for a year. But I felt stressed, so I didn't push myself. And if I had pushed myself too much, you know, and tried to do too much where I was out of my comfort zone, I'd probably be 400 pounds right now. So measured, slow. I hope this helps.